Sale FC clinched in historic promotion to National 1. Copyright Steve Murphy. Sale FC secured the National 2 North title with a battling victory over Leicester Lions in the Midlands. Sale knew a win against the Lions would clinch automatic promotion to National 1, and Jonathan Keep's side delivered by sealing their 22nd successive victory. With Sale's win, it means Sedgley Park will take on Chinnor in the National 2 playoff, and Matt Bebbington's men ended the domestic campaign in style with a stunning win over Sheffield Tigers. Meanwhile, down at the bottom of this division, it was disappointment for Blaydon. The North East side have now been relegated for the second year in a row after their narrow defeat against Hinckley. Rivals Wharf are on the cusp of safety after a crucial win over Macclesfield, but their place in this division is still not confirmed as Luctonians thrashed Sheffield to keep their survival hopes alight. The Lukes have to pick up 2 bonus point wins from their games in hand against Leicester Lions and Sale FC at the start of May to avoid the drop. Elsewhere in National 2 North, Chester edged past Tyndale, Stourbridge beat Otley, and Huddersfield secured 6th spot with a win over South Leicester. Leicester Lions 5-37. Sale FC clinched the National 2 North title and promotion to National 1 after a hard-fought bonus point win over Leicester Lions. Scrum half Tom Avis put Leicester Lions in front, but tries from Andy Hughes and Tom Ailes, plus a drop goal and penalty from Chris Johnson gave Sale an 18-5 halftime lead. Worth repeating. Sale FC are champions and will be playing in National League 1 next season. pic.twitter.com/cutedquy80, Sale Rugby Club, at Sale FC, April 28, 2018. But the Lions could not add to their first half try, even when Sale were reduced to 13 men. Instead, the champions showed their resolve and were rewarded as Simon Griffiths, Chris Taylor and Mark Lawrence all touched down to seal an historic title for Sale FC and a place in the third tier. Sedgley Park 80-19. Sheffield Tigers. Sedgley Park maintained their superb recent form heading into the National 2 playoff as they thumped Sheffield Tigers at Park Lane. Matt Bebbington's men ran in 12 tries, scored by 7 different players, with Steve Collins and Jamie Harrison bagging hat-tricks. Will Lees scored a brace while Nathan Rushton, Matt Riley, Callum McShane and Andy Riley also touched down in another scintillating display from Sedge. Collins also kicked 20 points to add to his trio of tries, while Sheffield Tigers scores came via Tom Coates, Greg Miller and Tom Hart. Sedge will now face Chinnor away from home in the National 2 playoff on Saturday, May 5. Chester 34-33. Tyndale secured 3rd place in National 2 North despite narrowly losing to Chester in an enthralling battle at Hare Lane. The Cheshire side led 10-7 at halftime via tries from Matt Vansertima and Alec Croft. Ben Bell had crossed for Tyne in the first period, but his side found themselves further behind shortly after halftime as Craig Ross dotted down. Both sides then exchanged scores as James Clark's try for the visitors was wiped out by an Andrew Ogden's score before Chester took control of this encounter as Tom Holloway crossed. But back came Tyndale as scores from Nicholas Kearns, Clark and Ollie Walker made it a 1-point game on 79 minutes, but Chester held on for their 12th and final home triumph of the term. Stourbridge 31-5. Otley. Stourbridge finished the National 2 North campaign in 4th place following a convincing home victory against Otley. It was also an emotional afternoon at Storton Park as the club paid tribute to under-14s player Tom Mole, who sadly died on Thursday following a short illness. Jack Lee powered over for the hosts' first try in a match that saw Stuart cross on 5 occasions. Chad Throne went over shortly after as the Midlands club had a comfortable cushion at the break. Its first blood to Otley after halftime as Ben Steele barged over for a close-range score, but tries from Phil Bowden, Rob Connolly and Sam Montieri sealed the win. Blaydon 36-40. Hinckley. Blaydon have been relegated from National 2 North despite mounting an excellent fight back against Hinckley at Kingston Park. Josh Smith, Connor Bullivant, Alex Salt and Mitch Lamb went over in a flying first half for Hinckley, which saw them lead 33-5 at the break. Unfortunately, today's result means we have been relegated. Thanks to Hinckley Rugby for a great game of end-to-end rugby, which was certainly one for the spectators. We will look to rebuild and bounce back next season. At @Enka_rugby at Talk Rugby Union at Nat2 Rugby North. However, Hinckley ended all of Blaydon's survival hopes as they crossed for their 5th try to snatch the victory. Huddersfield 41-33. South Leicester. Huddersfield have ended their first campaign back in National 2 North in 6th place following a battling victory over South Leicester. Gareth Lewis' side ran in 6 tries and also defused a comeback from South Leicester, who scored 5 tries on their visit to Lockwood Park. Sheffield won exactly half of their fixtures to round off a brilliant term for the Yorkshire side, while South Leicester missed out on a top-half finish. Wharfedale 30-21 Macclesfield. Wharfedale took a huge step towards safety as they clinched a vital win over Macclesfield at the Avenue. Dale knew they had to match or better the result of Blaydon to avoid relegation in round 30, and while they secured the victory, they failed to pick up the bonus point. FT at Wharfedale are up 30-21 at Macroof. It's a win, but we are a point short of ensuring safety. Lots of chances went begging. Mixed emotions all round, but a W&SA win. In the contest, Wharfedale went into a 10-0 lead thanks to Tom Barrett, and the hosts led 23-14 at the break after a further try from Tom Successive and 2 penalties from the aforementioned Barrett. Sam Broster and Sam Mostada down for MACC in the first period, but Dale went further ahead on 68 minutes when Robbie Davidson crossed. Lewis Barker then set up a nervy ending for Dale as he scored Macclesfield's third try, but the Yorkshire club held on for the win, and now their fate is out of their hands. Luxonians 76-12. Sheffield Luctonians are still alive in their fight for survival following a stunning victory over Sheffield at Mortimer Park. Ryan Watkins' side need to pick up 2 bonus point wins from their games in hand against Leicester Lions and Sale FC to avoid relegation to the 5th tier. The Lukes dominated the first half in Herefordshire, running in 4 scores through Jordan Page, 2, Rob Crowley and a penalty try to lead 28-7 at halftime, but Josh Watkins and Tom Jones both scored braces, while Sam Jones, Piers Morrell, Joe White and Frank Kelly also touched down to give Luctonians hope that they can beat the drop. Lewis Bowman and Andrew Hodgson both scored for Sheffield, who also had Dom Parsons dismissed for foul play in the first period.